Welcome to another episode of LEGO Worlds. In today's episode, we are going to continue the theme of Jurassic Park. I am Utrom, and here I'm just going to play around with the dinosaur for a little bit. I thought it would just be fun to ride the dinosaur in my Jurassic Park fence. But some reason I told him to jump out of the fence, apparently. So the dinosaur learned, so I had to put the dinosaur away after. But I will bring the dinosaur back when I'm ready to make my little thing that I'm working on, my project here, bigger. As you can see, he escaped. He does this numerous times. Apparently he can jump electrical fences. So, while I was goofing off, just playing around with my dinosaur here for a little bit, I was thinking, well, what can I build Jurassic Park related out of Legos that would fit the theme? Because I have several other ideas I want to do, but I'm not sure I've mapped them out yet. Or how to go about building them yet. So, I thought it would be pretty cool to build the Jurassic Park entrance, the gate, which it's a simple build, it's easy to do. You can make it any gate size you want, believe it or not, but I figured I'd make one that doesn't copy too much off of the brand. I mean, I gave it my own JP idea of a symbol, meaning Jurassic Park, and well, you guys see when I go about building it. I'm still working on my Valentine's Day projects, which I gotta get back to work on. I will still continue Marvel Superheroes 2, the Lego game. Like I said, the apps will be a hit and a miss if I continue them on my channel, because one app has changed the mechanics, let's put it this way, and haven't decided how to go about making a video out of that if I could. So like I said, apps are hit and miss. But let's get into deciding how we're going to build this. This was actually a pretty good build. I like the idea of having the gate. Eventually I would like to add like the fences to it and stuff like that, you know, just make it bigger. Eventually I might just make my own Jurassic Park or Jurassic World in this game. It's actually a good theme to work on. So I'm starting to build, as you can see, going on a angle, slope type thing. Because I missed build, even though I was going good with it. But that's fine. I can remove them and try again. It took me a while to get the height of how tall I want it to be. I mean, you can build it as tall as you want, but I wanted it at a certain height. I know I didn't have the right doors for it when I built this, but the doors I picked out does work with it. So, all in all, this was a fun build. It gave me a chance to build something a little bit different from Jurassic Park, from what I was thinking of building. There's a lot of things I would like to build from Jurassic Park out of Legos, that they didn't make in Lego sets yet. I can think of a bunch of things I could add. Or I can take the franchise in a different direction if I wanted to. Like they did with the movies. So there is a limit to how far up and down you can go with dragging the Lego bricks, apparently. And I'm assuming there's a limit going across too. I'm not sure of that. So, yeah, this is my first piece of the gate. Yeah, it doesn't look like a Jurassic Park gate right now. When building, some of the stuff never looks like what you want it to look like till you're done building it, and I noticed that. So I'm just going to flip this one around. And just measure out just a good distance to get a vehicle to go through. Now, the tricky part is making the sign. And I had to think about this for a little while, because the way this sign was made. So I just want to look at all my options before I pick a brick out. So then I'm trying to decide where do I want to start this. And you're probably asking why I'm putting the slopes first. The slopes is going to help bring the sign looking like the sign it is in the movie. But not only you need that normal type slope, you need the inverted slope for the bottom half. Again, I'm surprised I got my calculations actually right on this, on the measurements. Usually that doesn't happen. I have to sit there and remove or compensate. But this one went pretty well today, which I was shocked. So now we got our things that look like clamps. I like to call them clamps because they look like clamps. We're going to start building our sign inside there. So now we got this shape. I know it don't look right yet, but it does come together. So now I'm using a different slope. So it's gonna make like a V shape here. And now I gotta do the same for the bottom, but inverted. I just can't remember if I filled it in the bottom now. No, I think I did. So now we're just going to fill in the gap. Between the slopes and the inverted slopes. That's on the bottom. And there you have your sign. I know it's so generic right now. So I want to start decorating with the torches, but which torches to use is the question I came up with. I went with the small wall torch. They look nice. And I'm trying to decide where am I going to place them. And then I gotta keep it exactly the same on the other side. And that's the tricky part, is trying to keep them distant to one another. But I made mine a little bit different. I added 3 torches instead of just 2 torches because I thought, why not? and then I try to distance it the best I can. So my gate's gonna be a little bit slightly different from the movie's gate, but for obvious reasons, it doesn't look that bad. I mean, I could always later remove torches, or I could always leave it the way it is. So now what I decided to do is the points of my fence didn't go high enough for the little arch here that we're trying to get. So we're going to add some to the top. I don't know why I picked that brick. I thought I was a construction worker for a minute, but so we're just going to fill this in a bit. Then I decided I wanted to go at least one more. And then I just back up my camera to see what it looked like while I'm building. And it's coming out pretty good. It still doesn't look like much yet because we haven't filled everything in. So there's our gate and sign. And it still feels like it's missing a lot. It doesn't look like it's from Jurassic Park. That's because we have to actually add some more stuff to it. So I wanted to add a door. I didn't know what type of door I wanted, so I went with the large barn door. Because we don't have the exact door that's needed. But this works. And that's what I liked about it, that it worked. And I had the right distance that fit in perfectly. Which I thought was pretty neat. So I'm looking at it and I'm like, well, it's a little bit better. But it still doesn't feel like Jurassic Park. It's missing some details. So I went with red, because the first Jurassic Park sign, I believe, was red. Now, instead of putting all the letters spelling out Jurassic Park, I did what they did with the figurines that they came out with, which I used to buy them, but they put just JP on it, meaning Jurassic Park. So we're going to make ourselves the letter JP out of Legos. And I had to think how big I want it, what's it going to look like. And that's gonna be our JP. So I'm going to then copy this. And turn around. Instead of putting it like a sign, I said, you know what? Let's just put it into the sign. For a minute there, I didn't think it was going to go right. It wasn't going to look right. But I think it came out pretty good when I placed it in there. But I was thinking, was this the right idea to do? Should I go the other way? How to go about it? And no, I liked the sign. It says JP, meaning Jurassic Park. But it still doesn't feel like Jurassic Park to me. It's missing more decorations. And the decorations it's missing is some trees. So I went with tropical bushes. Because I like the leaves. It reminds me of the leaves a little bit in Jurassic Park. And then I went with if I can had to go down a few buckets to find it. I believe it's the luscious bush that I went with, and that's what made it feel like Jurassic Park. And I think it came out great. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. If you got any comments or questions about LEGO Worlds, leave them in the comment section below, and I'll see you on the next LEGO Worlds episode.